Alright, today in this video, it's just a quick video that my son made where he replaced all the guts in our toilet. First thing you see him here doing is shutting the water off, and once that's done, he drained all the water out of the toilet, all the extra water in the tank. Once that's done, you can unhook your water supply line. Should just be hand tight, shouldn't really need any tools. If not, just use a pair of channel locks, which coincidentally is what he used to loosen up these nuts on the bottom of the toilet. Typically I'd use a socket set. If you don't have it, obviously paired channel locks work just fine. You'll see a little bit later on in the video that he does need the channel locks to get the plastic washer off the bottom of the toilet bowl. So anyway, yeah, our toilet's been running like crazy. The rubber went out in it. No big deal. So we went to Walmart, bought a little cheap repair kit. Had all the parts in it. And so as you see here, he's just loosening up all the screws. I think this toilet had 3 screws in it. All my other toilets only have 2, so this one's a little different. I don't know if it's an older style. Not sure how he got channel locks on that one. He didn't really show. It's kind of a tight spot. So anyway, got that off. Now you can see where the last tenants of our rental space didn't paint the wall behind the toilet. That's unfortunately fairly common. So once he got the screws off, he pulled up the tank. There you see the rubber washer on the bottom of the drain. And there again, big plastic nut, just hand tight. No big deal. That's the filler stem. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, that's the bottom, holds that on. That's where your water supply line goes into. And I'm assuming if you've watched this video, you know nothing about toilets, so I've had to repair a few. They're relatively simple. It's nothing to worry about too much. Most of the parts are easy to handle. You see there he did need a pair of channel locks to get that big nut. It was a little too tight to do by hand. When you're tightening it back, I mean a good strong hand tight will, it's all you need. If you're not quite confident in your grip, then yeah, a pair of channel locks comes in handy to, you don't want to tighten it down too much. It's all just plastic. It's nothing very sturdy. You want everything to be snug. Here he's replacing the lever. That's not really a required thing. But if you do decide to do it, it came in the kit. If you decide to replace it, just loosen that. I think that's just like a real thin aluminum. It's nothing fancy at all. And once you undo that, it just slides right out. Other thing, you are going to need plenty of towels. You do get water from the water supply line, residual water in the tank. Until you get to this point, you've pretty much got water going everywhere. So now once you get to this point, you're pretty good, as long as you don't have any leaks. I've had that happen before. Left that rubber washer off the bottom of the tank that you saw him take off just a second ago. Toilet filled up just fine, no leaks, went and flushed it, water went everywhere. That was not a very intelligent move on my part. But anyway, trying to think of anything else. Yeah, lots of towels, buckets come in handy. Said that slides right out. Just clean up any debris that you have. Like I said, that's just a little kit. May have got it from Home Depot, not quite sure. Walmart, Home Depot, both have all of that stuff, so very easy to find. You can find it just about anywhere. I don't want to drag this video on too long, so most of it's, you see that orange washer, that'll go on the back or the underside of the tank. He's undoing the plastic ring. And it's all standard sizes, so it's really easy. You can't, I don't know if you can even buy the wrong part. Some of them have a little adjustment built into it. So just slide that center overflow stem or whatever it's called. I didn't read the instructions, but the center thing is just snugging it up a little bit. Like I said, you want to be careful. You don't want to strip out those plastic threads. And again, there's your rubber washer. Do not leave that off. You will make a mess. I've done it. So we got some new bolts here. Come with a kit. New brass bolts. Then we've got rubber washers on top. Silver washer goes underneath. Very easy to do. So you've got one washer and then one nut goes on. There's a rubber washer on the inside of the tank. Tighten those up. Now the kit only come with 2, which is standard on a tank. Or did it? No, it came with 3. Okay. I thought he was having to reuse a nut there, or reuse a bolt. So, anyway, you know, the metal stuff you can tighten down pretty good. You don't want to, you still don't want to over tighten it. You don't want to tear the rubber washer. You know, you just want to make sure everything's snug and not really in danger here because you're just compressing it. I have seen people when they screw the toilet down to the floor, they can't over tighten them and actually break the porcelain there. That's not going to be your biggest concern here, other than just crushing that rubber washer. Once it's destroyed, you'll have to go get a new one. I'm sure you can pick it up at a hardware store if you need to, but like I said, just get everything snug. Most of those washers are lightweight. If you tighten down on them too much, they'll start to cup a little bit. As long as everything's flat and there's not a lot of water pressure on it, so it's, like I said, not a huge amount of skill level. This is the first time he's doing it. He's having to hold those bolts on the inside. Sometimes you have to do it to loosen them up. There's just a big standard flathead screwdriver is all you need. So if you got a socket wrench or wrench in general, it's usually all you need to loosen those up. He's using channel locks here. That's fine if all you got. If you don't already have the tools and you just want to buy one tool. I'm fixing to have to do it on this toilet's at my shop, so we're fixing to have to do it on my home toilet because it's so what's he putting on first? Rubber washer, another rubber washer, then a metal washer. Yeah, and then a metal washer, and then the nut. Anyway, here we had to replace it. This is a shop toilet again because it was running constantly. And so this is just a space we rent. Now at my house, I just had to buy the filler. It's squeaking real bad. I mean, like almost a whistle, and it's constant. It's getting louder and louder, so that's going to be a next project. So there he's got all the screws tightened down. I'm assuming the next step's going to be putting in the handle or the filler. Now he's got the filler. And these are adjustable to the height of your tank. Usually you want the top of that filler to be just below the top of your tank, and then you'll adjust the now before he puts this in, he put a rubber washer on, and then he's screwing the plastic nut on the underside. But usually there is a rubber washer that goes in there. So anyway, as I was saying, these filler valves are height adjustable. You want it almost flush with the top of your tank, and then once that's done, there's also an adjustment on the float itself, and you can fine tune your water level, get as much as possible. I like all the water I can get, so I fill it up all the way to that top of that center tube, get as much power as I can get out of it. So there, you really just have to hand tight. You can snug it down with the channel locks if you want, and once that's done, what's he doing next? Yeah, you got a little rubber hose that connects to that filler valve, and then it just clips on that pipe. So some of your old style ones don't have that hose, but most of your new style does. Just make sure you put it in a way where it's not going to kink. You can cut it the length if you want to. So here he's putting the handle in. Just slide the handle through the hole, slide the washer over the end, or the little nut. Tighten it down. You don't have to get too crazy tight. And then you'll have a little chain that goes to the flap in the bottom of the toilet. I like to stretch that chain out as long as I can get it, or as actually short as I can get it from the flapper to the handle. So as soon as I hit that handle, it's lifting up on that flapper. Doesn't have a lot of slack in it. You know, again, this is a simple video. It's nothing earth-shattering. Just thought, if you've never done a replace the guts on a toilet before, here he's turning the water on, testing it out. Like I said, if you've never replaced the, I guess he didn't show connecting the valve. He's just feeling for leaks there. But if you got any leaks, just tighten everything up a little bit, and you're pretty much good to go at that point. This isn't a long video. Like I said, just wanted to throw a video out there. If you've never replaced the guts, let you know it's not a difficult thing. This is the first time he's done it. I bought the kit like a month ago, and I've been finally got sick of listening to the water drain here while I'm at work, so I had him change it out for me. So I thought if he could do that, having never done it before, make a video, then we'll let you know that anybody can do it. So that's pretty much it. Check for leaks. If it's leaking a little bit, tighten it up. Sometimes it's just a little bit, not even just not even hardly a turn at all. An eighth of a turn, or just a little amount, just a little bit extra pressure will seal it on up. And you definitely don't want to go over tight. There's you can't have too much of a good thing. So don't over tighten it, and hopefully this video helps you out. Have a good day.